Ever notice how the quietest man in the room seems to carry an entire universe behind his eyes, yet no one can read the constellations inside? That's the Sigma male, the lone wolf who slips through social hierarchies, speaks only when substance demands, and keeps his personal intel locked away. While most people broadcast every triumph and trauma, Sigmas guard their inner world like a classified archive. Today we're cracking that vault open. In this video, I'll be discussing 8 weird things Sigma males hide about themselves. Number 1. Their strengths. Most people treat talent like currency. Flaunt it, trade it, stack it where everyone can see. The Sigma rewrites that rule. He hides his capabilities because public knowledge turns power into obligation. Friends start asking for favors only you can do. Supervisors pile on extra tasks because you're the best at this, and rivals gather intel to neutralize him in future showdowns. By keeping his true proficiency beneath a plain exterior, he reserves the element of surprise. The moment demands it. He breaks a stalemate, solves a thorny problem, or leads a crisis turnaround, and the room suddenly realizes it underestimated him. That shockwave buys him leverage no resume could deliver. Underneath that tactic is another layer. A genuine disinterest in applause. Sigma males don't chase dopamine hits from praise. They harvest satisfaction internally by measuring progress against their own secret benchmarks. Validation from the crowd is flimsy and fleeting. Mastery proven to oneself is permanent. Hiding strengths protects that purity. Finally, secrecy grants freedom to experiment. If no one expects brilliance, the Sigma can fail privately, iterate quietly, and refine new abilities without an audience tracking every wobble. When he finally reveals the polished skill set, observers assume it appeared overnight, never guessing how many private reps it took to make the unveiling look effortless. Number 2. Their goals. Scroll any social feed and you'll see declarations. This is the year I do X. It feels motivating, but neuroscience tells a different story. Talking about an ambition lights up the brain's reward circuitry, almost the same way achieving it does. Those warm chemicals whisper, "Job well done," even though nothing has happened. Sigma males see through that illusion. By refusing to broadcast plans, they starve the brain of premature celebration and keep drive levels high. Secrecy also acts as a firewall against sabotage, intentional or incidental. Well-meaning family might call a goal unrealistic, competitors might preemptively mirror the idea, and casual acquaintances might pepper him with status checks that drain focus. Keeping the blueprint locked away forces naysayers to confront results, not promises. There's a third, subtler advantage: avoiding the trap of identity fusion. When people adopt a goal publicly, it fuses with their persona. If the plan shifts, they feel they must defend the original statement. The Sigma's hush leaves room to pivot. If new data suggests a sharper route, he changes course without public embarrassment, maintaining momentum rather than loyalty to outdated declarations. Number 3. How much they analyze every social interaction. To outsiders, the Sigma's calm gaze looks casual. Inside, a high-speed film reel is running. He notes micro-expressions that flicker for 1/10 of a second, catalogs word choices that reveal hidden values, and measures pauses that betray uncertainty. He's not trying to manipulate. He's gathering terrain data before moving through it. Why keep this habit secret? Because people behave differently when they know they're being studied. If a conversation partner senses he's under a microscope, he stiffens, rehearses every line, or worse, fires back with manipulation of his own. The Sigma wants the raw feed, so he masks observation behind relaxed body language, letting others drop their guard and reveal unfiltered truths. This constant assessment isn't paranoia, it's risk management. By building quiet profiles on personalities, the Sigma can forecast loyalty, predict conflicts before they ignite, and tailor communication so each exchange lands exactly where it should. Over time, the accuracy of his reds compounds, making him the one who just seems to know the right thing to say, or the exact moment to exit before small talk turns venomous. Number 4. Past relationship drama. Some people wear heartbreak like a badge, recounting every betrayal and misstep as evidence of growth, or ammunition against an ex. Sigma males file old romances under completed lessons and never circulate the autopsy report. Rehashing saga after saga keeps emotional wounds inflamed and signals to listeners that drama may follow any future split. It also telegraphs blame. A man who trashes every former partner inevitably invites the question, what role did he play in all that chaos? By refusing to dish dirt, the Sigma demonstrates several things at once: respect for privacy, maturity in conflict resolution, and immunity to gossip culture. The silence doubles as protection for future relationships. A potential partner who hears zero negative history feels safer sharing vulnerabilities, knowing those confidences won't later become public fare. Beyond respect, there's strategy. Stories propagate. A single disparaging anecdote about an ex can travel through social circles and mutate. The Sigma's airtight policy prevents leaks, ensuring his reputation remains defined by present actions, not by rancor over chapters he's already closed. Number 5. Their weekend plans. Friday afternoon in many offices triggers the ritual. So, what are you up to this weekend? People list parties, outings, home projects, partly to bond, partly to broadcast a vibrant life. The Sigma answers with a shrug or a neutral just catching up on things. Privacy serves two purposes here. First, it preserves autonomy. Spontaneous inspiration might send him on a solo road trip, lock him in a quiet room with notebooks, or push him to explore an obscure museum no one else cares about. If coworkers expect details, any deviation invites follow-ups or judgments. Secrecy lets plans evolve organically, free from outside opinions. Second, it limits data collection. The less casual acquaintances know about his habits, the fewer footholds they have to intrude later. Personal time is territory for self-recharge. Outside footprints leave mental clutter. Protecting schedule details ensures the recharge remains undisturbed, and it subtly reminds onlookers that access to his inner life is earned, not assumed. Number 6. Their personal definition of success. Ask 10 people what success means, and you'll hear echoes of money, fame, or a corner office. The Sigma's metric might be entirely internal. Maybe it's waking up without an alarm, mastering a craft, or knowing he can relocate tomorrow with no financial strain. He doesn't share this because external approval is irrelevant to its validity. Keeping the metric private shields it from dilution. Well-meaning friends might say, "That doesn't sound ambitious enough," or critics might scoff, "That goal is impossible." The Sigma's response is simple: no discussion, just execution. He's free to course correct without explaining, free to celebrate milestones that would puzzle bystanders, and free to hold himself accountable to standards set by no one else. That privacy also prevents resentment. When peers measure themselves by conventional trophies, learning that someone values entirely different prizes can feel threatening. Rather than invite that tension, the Sigma sidesteps the conversation and lets each person chase their own scoreboard. Number 7. Their private code of ethics. A Sigma male's moral framework is often far stricter than the crowd's because it isn't designed for applause. It's designed to keep his psyche aligned. He might refuse to break a promise, no matter the inconvenience. He might insist on paying debts immediately, even when the lender shrugs them off. He might hold confidences so tightly that people wonder if he's forgotten them. Why hide such a code? Because announcing high standards can sound self-righteous and invites nitpickers waiting for a slip. Quiet consistency, on the other hand, shows integrity without giving cynics an obvious target. Keeping the code internal also prevents others from gaming it. If manipulators know the exact boundaries, they'll dance just inside them. Ambiguity keeps opportunists guessing and discourages attempts to exploit the system. Number 8. What matters most to them? Deep in every Sigma's hierarchy sits one non-negotiable value: maybe family, personal freedom, or a mission he's pursued since adolescence. Revealing that bullseye turns it into a handle others could grab. Competitors might target it to unsettle him. Toxic acquaintances might feign interest to slip past defenses, so he moves it off the visible map. Shielding the core priority doesn't make him cold, it makes him cautious. Those who earn trust through consistent action, not charm, eventually discover the hidden center. Until then, the Sigma keeps conversation hovering at safe altitudes. This safeguard also prevents impulsive oversharing under stress. When life shakes him, he defaults to silence rather than risk exposing the one lever that, if pulled, could tip his equilibrium. People overshare for many reasons: praise, sympathy, a quick dopamine rush of connection. Sigma males know the bill that follows those quick highs: diluted ambition, exploitable data, and vulnerabilities on public display. By hiding talents, ambitions, metrics, and pressure points, the Sigma maintains an asymmetric advantage. Outsiders see only what he wants them to see when he chooses to reveal it. Their curiosity grows, his leverage compounds. So why do Sigma males hide these 8 weird truths? Because in a world where information is currency, withholding the right details isn't just privacy, it's power. Do you agree with the points I mentioned in this video? We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. For more deep dives into the Sigma male mindset, be sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching and being a part of